Welcome back! So some of you guys know we are building a house over in Aurora, Colorado and are so excited about it. Like literally so excited. So our lease is up in the middle of May and our house actually won't be done until middle of August, September, somewhere in there. Posting the stuff for like friends and family on social media, I found out that a lot of people have questions about this and actually a lot of people want advice. I guess this is actually a really big problem, like what to do between selling your house and buying a new house, what to do between waiting for your new house to be built and waiting for that closing date, and what do you do in between. So I'm going to lay out what our options were, what ultimately we chose, and what options might be good for you. Hit that subscribe button and let's roll. So option number one for us was staying in our current apartment. It's not a bad apartment, it's just kind of small and I don't really like it that much. It would be the easiest move because A, you wouldn't have to move your stuff out, you wouldn't have to deal with changing utilities, anything like that. The only problem with this option is when we asked about extending our lease by 3 months, that price jumped from normally we pay about $19.85 for rent here. Oh, it's a lot. It's because we moved in May and but then if we were to move to a 3-month lease to extend our lease until the middle of August, our rent would jump and it would go up to $2,500 a month, which is a lot more than $19.85. Like already a lot of money to pay an apartment complex. That's not that great, but jumping up to that $2,500 is not an option. I mean, we could do it, it's just not. When you're building a house and when you're buying a house, you want to be saving money, not spending it all on rent. And so we ultimately decided against this option, even though it would be the easiest. So option number two, what our buyer's agent recommended, was moving in with family or friends for the 3 months. And this would be an amazing option if it was an option for us. So we have very little family who lives out in Colorado, and so it's not really a great option for us. But in many situations, like if parents lived out here or something, I think that would work out really, really well for 3 months. But it's not really an option in our case. But it would save a ton of money. So, third option, we could do a 3-month lease at like a studio or 1-bedroom, whatever apartment over in Aurora. So something that would A, be cheaper for the 3 months, be closer to our new place, and also be, I don't know, kind of easy. Our biggest problems with doing this is you have to set up utilities, you have to change your address again, you have to basically switch everything over. It's just a lot to deal with when you're trying to deal with moving. So we really don't want to deal with that. Plus you have to furnish it. So unless you get a furnished studio apartment, which then the price jacks up a lot, you have to bring your stuff. So basically you're moving twice. So moving from our apartment to another apartment, then to our house. And that wasn't something, again, not the option we chose because we didn't want to have to move in and move out, move in, move out, change utilities. Like it was just going to be a big mess. Plus anything in our price range really wasn't great. So we decided ultimately against this option. All right, option number 4. So fourth option would be moving into a hotel for 3 months, which sounds really, really fun on the surface. Like you can do room service, someone would clean your room all the time, there's a pool, but I feel like this would get really, really old pretty fast. So probably fun for like a month, and then after that it wouldn't be as fun. I think the longest I ever stayed in a hotel was for 3 weeks, and that was for work, and it's not as fun as it seems. And then like there's no in-unit laundry, so you'd have to take your clothes like to the laundry area in the hotel. Plus there's only like a itty bitty teeny kitchen. Even like extended stay hotels, like the kitchen is not very big. Like it usually has like one of those cute little tiny stoves. And so we looked at this option and it would have been a good option if it was shorter term, I think, but because it's 3+ months, we decided against this option as well. Plus it gets pretty expensive. Like even if you call them and ask them for their monthly discounts and things like that, it still ended up being more expensive to stay in a hotel than it would be renting. Like the average was about like $1,500, and then like there's some really nice ones that do extended stays. I think most of these are for like businesses who can afford it, but it was like there was some of them that I looked at that were like extended stay America's, like not the epitome of class and luxury, that were going to be like $2,500, $3,000 for the month, which is too much. All right, our last option number 5, is staying in an Airbnb. So I know that sounds kind of weird because Airbnbs aren't typically long-term long-term stays, but they do offer long-term stays, which I had no idea about. So Airbnbs are always going to be furnished, which is awesome. Utilities are included, and it depends on which one you're staying in and who your host is and stuff like that. But ours has internet, it has TV, like it has all of these things that we would require in a house, or that we'd be moving to a different location, but it's all bundled into one thing. Plus, we were able to find a place that's really close to our new house. Our new house is kind of out in the boonies, so there's not really any hotels, or the nearest Target is 20 minutes away. It's a new like upcoming area, so hopefully, fingers crossed, Target, if you're listening, hopefully there'll be more things popping up around there, so fast food and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's only a couple minutes away from our new house, and so we could check on it all the time. Plus, the best part, $1,400 a month. Everything included, which is awesome. Could not ask for anything better. And it's less rent than we are currently paying, which is fantastic. Plus what we're doing with all of our furniture. So basically we are renting a pod, one of those big storage moving containers, having it dropped off here, filling it up, and then it's going to go to the pod storage facility so that they can store it. It goes in a warehouse, like it's super safe. And then as soon as we're able to move into our house, then we'll move all of our stuff there. So instead of moving twice, we'll just have to do it the once. So to store it at the pod moving place, it's about $200-ish a month, kind of depending on where you're storing it. So for us, I think it's $225 a month, which actually isn't bad. So if you add that to the $1,400 a month, it's still $1,600 a month. So it's still less than I was paying in rent here, which is fantastic. So I hope this video was helpful to somebody. I know I had a lot of questions. I did a lot of research before deciding on what we were going to do. I did a lot of calling around, trying to find the best price for things, and ultimately we decided on the Airbnb. So I'm really happy with our decision. We're actually kind of excited to move in because we'll have like no stuff. So hopefully we'll be outside and hiking and doing all fun stuff all summer because we don't want to be at our house without any of our stuff. So I want to hear from you guys. What options are the best for moving short term? If you have any other suggestions, comments, let me know. So I'll keep updating you guys, maybe doing a moving vlog or something in the future. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, blah, 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 blah. And I will see you all again soon. Bye!